Can you do me a favor?
I can.
Can you call this a Mini-Munch?
A Mini-Munch. Oh,
Yeah.
Ralph. That's genius. A Mini-Munch. Man,
Yeah.
that's great. I like that. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first Mini-Munch ever. Maybe, possibly, probably not the last. This week, Aaron, one of our co-hosts, is busy. So me and Ralph are just going to be doing what we like to call the Mini-Munch, courtesy of Ralph's genius brain.
Sorry.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm here. Me and my innocent gun.
What beverage is that?
Innocent gun.
Innocent gun.
If there are no innocent guns, innocent gun.
Innocent gun.
But
What
no,
would it...
Innis, like in-is.
Innis gun.
Yeah. No, why would you call a beer innocent gun?
I don't know.
Innocent
You tell
gun
me,
sounds
Ralph.
it sounds like a really good like tattoo a cowboy would get. An arm, with like a love heart through it and then like a revolver over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call me innocent gun.
Oh, man. Does that mean he wouldn't shoot me, or... I don't know.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a terrible cowboy.
Yeah, I mean, he'd die pretty fast out in the Wild West.
No,
like...
I think what it is, right, is
Yeah.
he's got an innocent gun because he's never shot anyone. But he's got like a tragic backstory and he's saving his one and only bullet he's gonna fire for like the bad guy who like burnt his ranch down and
Oh,
killed his
man.
family.
I hate it when that happens. I hate it when people burn my ranch down. You kill
Burnt
all
my
my
ranch
family.
down.
Yeah,
It happens all the time.
yeah. Oh,
Actually,
this-
that's what happened. That's what happened to Aaron this week. He's off for revenge. He's
Yeah,
tracking down the man who burnt his ranch down
yeah, with his innocent gun.
with his innocent gun.
I've already done a bad as a host. I've had a Facebook
What?
message go through. It's a classic. Sorry about that, everyone. That was totally me. You might be checking your browser right now. Sorry about that. It's a classic, Joe. Yeah. I mean, it's part of the Mini-Munch. It's okay. Anyway, aside from innocent guns, today, me and Ralph are going to be talking about our shame list on Steam. Our shame pile of games that we totally have neglected and kind of regret, but at the same time, like, in the back of our heads, we're like, yeah, probably don't want to touch that. And
Yeah, there are justifiable reasons for spending all of this money and then never using the things we bought.
yeah. I mean, it's a common problem in this day and age, especially when there's so many games and so many sales on PC, especially, and it's just like, oh,
Yeah, every winter, summer, every Halloween.
I mean, they have like sales in like February and stuff now. For fuck's
Wait, do they?
sake, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Wait. There's one coming up.
I think so. Yeah.
Let's add to our shame pile.
Exactly. Like, I mean, obviously the sale's not as big, but like, man, they managed to squeeze them in, like wherever
Yeah.
they can.
No, like this year's, like the Steam sales are always nuts just because everything's discounted, and like this year was the first year in ages, but like I've not spent loads of money, and it's because I've just bought everything that's really cheap.
Yeah.
Just, like, there's nothing left for me to buy.
Oh man, you
I've
must
run
have a pretty big list then coming up.
My shame pile.
Yeah.
Well, Steam tells me I have 120 games that I've
Oh hell
yet
yeah.
to mess around with.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Steam's telling me. So I've got overall, I have 152, and I think
ooh.
100 hours. I think I have like four games out of 152. I've hit 100
Yeah.
hours. 100 hours is a lot, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean it depends what type of game. Like, are these like RPGs or?
No. Most of them are like online-based games, whether it be like survival-based or first-person shooter and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think anything above like 60 hours for like an online game is like, hey, you've got your money's worth.
Yeah.
Or like a big RPG or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unless you paid
I mean,
120 for like Battlefield and all that
Yeah.
amazing juicy stuff that EA wants to sell you on the side.
Yeah, I think I've got like 200 and 60 hours or something on Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
And part of that in my head is like, I paid for the season pass. Make it worth my while. No matter what.
Yeah. That's what I feel like some people that like pay the monthly toll for like, I don't know, like MMOs and stuff.
That's how they get you.
Yeah. It's like, oh man, I've paid this, so I gotta play it. But I mean, is it like that? Because today, I mean, the whole point of this Mini-Munch is we're talking about things we spent money on and didn't play at all, or very little of. So I guess, I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah. Before we jump into that,
yeah,
can I quickly tell you my two like shame piles of games I've played?
Oh, you totally can. Yeah. Go for it.
193 hours on No Man's Sky.
Oh man, yeah, that's the highest I've heard.
Yeah, it's not a good game, but actually, yeah, that's it. There's no but. It's just not a good game.
Why did you give it the time of day then?
I found it really peaceful.
Oh, that's fair enough. Yeah.
And if I'm honest, like part of my brain was like, maybe I'll find the thing.
The fun. Yeah, maybe I'll find the thing.
Like, what if it's over this hill? Oh, it's just another hill.
What if my RNG is just really bad with world generation?
Yeah. Why am I just landing on dead planets for days on end? Oh no.
This is worse than my Battlegrounds loot box RNG. Oh no.
Hey man, one cool jacket and 50 loot boxes.
That's value right there.
That's value right there.
And what's your other one? I want to know your other one.
8 hours on The Sims 3.
8 hours on The Sims. That's not long.
It's not a lot, but like I look at that and I'm like, that's an entire day of my life that I spent making someone else like a millionaire in the game and like finding them a husband, and then they got married and had a child, and like
nice, dude.
And now like they're ghosts. And I haven't like washed today, and
I don't know. I think I have quite a few hours on The Sims 4. I don't know. I'm a fan of The Sims. I played a lot of The Sims 2, which I didn't even pay for, by the way. It was my cousin's game.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's the thing. I think like now all the games I own, like or play even, are mine.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think when I was younger, I played so many games that I didn't buy or didn't even own, because either I played my brother's games or I played a friend's games. And it's funny how like often, like I think Battlefront 2 and The Sims 2 were the games I played most as a kid, like in that era.
I can see that. Yeah, definitely.
And they were both my cousin's games, which is pretty funny. So I didn't pay any money for those whatsoever.
Was that on like a console?
Yeah, it was on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think like PlayStation 2 backwards is where like we all grew up being able to share games that way.
Yeah.
And like, we can't do that now.
Yeah, so my shame pile was considerably smaller back then.
Considerably smaller.
Yeah, considerably. I don't know, for shame for hours for me, I'm not really ashamed of any of my hours, but I mean, I have a lot of hours on CounterStrike, for example.
Yeah.
2068, I think that's my most played game of all time. Yeah.
King hell.
I don't know where my time went, to be honest. 2068, I think it equals to like, I don't even remember how many days, like 80 or something. 80 days worth of game time.
Wow. You're still young, you can make up for it.
Yeah. No, I mean like 80 days. It's a long time. And
I've lived, yeah.
I don't feel like I wasted it, because that was spread over a large amount of time. Like that's what
they all say.
Well, I mean, it was like 3 years or 2. Yeah, 3 years of my life that was spread across. So
yeah, I can see that. That's okay.
Yeah, so it's not too bad. But still, that's a lot of hours of one game.
You can think of it as like if you like do the maths and divide those days by the years, that's like you went on like 3 really good holidays every year.
Yeah.
Or just you playing CounterStrike.
Oh man, that's the kind of holiday I like, to be honest. Just sitting on my ass playing CounterStrike. No, but I've not played it much at all recently, to be honest. I think because Siege has sort of taken over that, and that's my other game. With I'm now at 696 hours on Steam.
I feel like it's longer than that or something.
No. Luckily on Uplay have like a really good stat site that tells you your actual in-game hours.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, Siege, oh my god, like, it's not as bad anymore, but the queue times used to be really bad. I don't know why. Like, it wasn't even because of the player base size. It was just like Ubisoft like didn't have a good system or something like that. Because they fixed it like completely now. Well, not completely, but anyway, the queue time used to be really bad. Like, I genuinely have screenshots of like me having like 30-minute queues. Like, really bad.
That's awful.
Yeah, really bad stuff. I mean, that only happened about 2 or 3 times, but I mean, 2 or 3 times for 30-minute queues, like, that's pretty bad.
It sucks. Yeah, I had a similar problem with For Honor, which, like, yeah, according to Steam, for some reason I forgot where it is in the alphabet. Here it is. So, like, Steam says I have 152 hours in For Honor.
Okay.
Right, which seems like I'm looking at that and thinking, I got my game's worth.
Yeah.
Uplay says I've only played 60 hours in a match.
Yeah.
Like, the rest of that is just,
crazy,
like, waiting for the game to spin up and, like, queue times and then it failing and getting kicked out. Like,
yeah. No,
the servers for that were fucked. Completely.
That sounds about right, because, like, what? That's more than double your actual in-game time.
Yep.
I've got 696 hours on Steam on Siege. But on Uplay, you know, it says like in game I've got 352. So that's literally like, you know.
Oh, okay. Have we stumbled
just
upon
over half
the Ubisoft rule?
Yeah.
For counting hours is just divide it by half.
Yeah, divide it by half. You'll get a pretty accurate in-game time. I mean, they do tell you though, which is good. They do really good stat sites. Anyway, yeah, those are my 2 games that I have. Like, I do have like Rocket League at like 200 hours, but I like enjoyed that game a lot. Like, a lot.
Yeah, I think a shame pile either has to be like astronomically high or like really embarrassingly low.
Yeah, definitely.
And obviously, like, unless it's a super short game, in which case, hey, you've done it.
Yeah. Oh wait, no. Yeah, there's another one actually. 20 hours on 7 Days to Die. Oh man, I think that game's actually terrible. I mean, I've not played it since they've updated it kind of recently. Yeah. Like, it was one of those games I got with a friend that I really liked, so like I managed to play it with them because we just sort of had fun messing about with each other in it for a while. But then, like, when I go back and play it now, I'm like, man, this game actually sucks. Like, it's so bad. If I wasn't with that person, if I was with anyone else, or just hell be it by myself, oh my god, that game would have been terrible, and I probably would have spent about 5 minutes playing it. So
yeah, you can definitely like forgive awful games with pals. Like,
yeah,
there's some fucking terrible Worms, like 3D Worms games.
Oh man,
that I played, and like the aiming was like everything about those games was fucking awful.
Yeah,
but like an entire flat of us got into rigid competition with each other, and for like 3 months solidly, like that's all we played.
Yeah,
like became like a massive internal tournament between us.
Yeah,
and then like I tried playing it with like different people, like a few months later, and I was just like, everyone hates this because it's a terrible video game. Like, what were we thinking? We wasted so much time playing this fucking awful video game.
Yeah, I mean, I think like Worms probably are like, oh man, this is a really successful franchise. Like, everyone's really loving this game, and really, everyone just gets really competitive about it, and it's not actually a good game, and that's what keeps them coming back.
They're fucking awful video games. But
yeah,
they're charming. They're charming.
They are charming. Yeah, I have fond memories of Worms. We used to get a bus to school because, like, basically our school was like getting redone, so we went to where our school was getting redone, and we got on a bus to a different building where we were being held at school, basically. And it was like a 30-ish minute journey, bit under that, and everyone, I mean, this was the era of DS Lite. This is when DS Lite had come out. It was huge, and I mean, everyone would play it on the bus. You'd get on the bus and you'd sit on DS download and you'd wait, and man, when like Mario Kart lobbies came up, you gotta be fast. Like, you gotta be fast, otherwise you're not getting in. Yeah. Oh, it was actually so good. It's such a fond memory. And like Worms came up, and like Sky Fox, I think it's called.
Oh yeah.
That one was a bit more rare, but like, man, it was like, oh, what game's coming up today? Like, what lobby am I getting in? And like my cousins were like on the same bus as me and stuff, and like, man, it was just so fun. Like, if I'd get in their
That's
lobby
awesome.
and I'd see their username and I'd be like, oh man, it's my cousin, like just randomly getting in their game, like, oh,
That's super cool. It's
it
super
was
cool.
so cool. It was really cool. It was a
I
fun
think
time.
that also like tells the age difference between us, but then also the age difference of Nintendo products. Because for me it was like a Game Boy Color,
Yeah,
and like who could you trade a Pokemon with
yeah.
before you got to school?
I mean, it's weird. Nintendo's my first ever console. This is a bit off topic, but I'm just gonna we're talking about it. Was the Game Boy Advanced. So I got that when I was 3. And I got my first ever game was Stuart Little 2 for the Game Boy Advanced. And my brother also got one, and he got Yoshi's Island. So
okay, yeah.
my cousins all got one as well. Like, we were really close with my cousins when we were young, and they all got one in a game each as well. And I can't remember what they got. It was like one of them got Scooby-Doo, one of them got Rugrats, and one of them got like. And then my cousin Adam got Mario Kart, I think. I can't even remember what Mario Kart it was, but like it actually had multiplayer, that Mario Kart, and you had to like use this weird cable thing to connect to each other.
Yeah, I remember weird cables.
Yeah, and then you'd be like, one of you would be green Yoshi and one of you would be red Yoshi, and it was quite cool actually. Man, I missed that. But yeah, so that was my first ever thing, and then my next game was like Pokemon Leaf Green, and my brother got Fire Red, and I was like, I was 3. Man, that really confused me. I remember just not knowing what to do whatsoever. But that made it exciting, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, Nintendo,
avoid using the bugs. Avoid using bug Pokemon.
Yeah. Oh man,
all about that rock.
I'm sure I would have been stuck on Brock for a very long time.
Man, fuck Brock.
Yeah, exactly. Man. Brock was a struggle. He was a struggle.
They were all struggles.
Yeah, true.
I played one of those early Pokemon games so much that on the Game Boy that there's like a part where you've got to go through a cave, and like you're not meant to go through it unless you have a Pokemon that knows a move that like acts as a torch.
Yeah.
So you can find move through the cave. Man, I fucking played that game so much. I could go through that cave blind. All you saw was your character on the screen.
Yeah.
If you didn't have a torch, and like I could just navigate my entire way through that cave without needing the torch. And like I remembered like 10 steps up, 2 steps right, 2 steps forward.
Oh,
you go down the ladder,
man.
3 steps that way, 1 step up.
That's great.
And like, I'm still super proud of it, and like, also very ashamed.
Yeah. No, I'd quite like that because man, those caves suck ass. Like
fucking
the Zubats popping up. Oh man, it's the worst thing. You're like, oh, I'm nearly there, and then it's like, yeah. Oh man, it's actually so bad.
I discovered how to make weird Game Boy noises on my synth the other day.
Did you? Oh,
yeah,
man.
I'm so happy. I've just been sitting there going like.
That's great.
Ages.
That's great. Right.
Just for ages.
Anyway, we should go through our pile of shames, below our shames, games we didn't touch that maybe we should have, but like I don't know.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
Yeah, there is. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start? I don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go down this like alphabetically.
Yeah.
The big one in like the A's for me is like Alpha Protocol.
Never heard of it. Yeah. Well, actually, no, I think I've heard of it.
It's one of those games where like everyone's sort of like heard the name, but like doesn't, because like it came out and like it didn't do very well.
Yeah.
And like it's kind of busted and a bit broken.
Okay.
Is the thing. It's made by the guys who made Fallout New Vegas.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. It's an Obsidian joint.
Yeah.
But and like I've only got like half an hour in it, and I really enjoyed it. But like the reason I want to play through it is it's got like the fucking best dialogue system I've played in a video game.
Okay.
Where it all happens in real time.
Okay. So you got.
Yeah, it's like you just don't get a chance to like think about your answers.
Yeah.
It's like you've got to make super quick judgments, and it's a game all about like your choices and consequences coming back to get you in like this ultra like high octane like spy story.
Mm.
But yeah, I've always just sat there and I'm like, man, I bet that game is really cool. Anyway.
Anyway, moving on. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just leave that for the moment.
It's at the A as well, so you see it, like, you just scroll past it. You're like, oh,
it's like
there
every
it is.
time I open up Steam, and like right above that is Alien Isolation, and it's like,
Yeah.
still haven't played. Like, I feel okay not playing Alien Isolation because like,
How much time have you got in it?
2 hours.
I've got 2 minutes. It's one I was going to talk about as well.
Oh, excellent! We found the first one we both have.
Yeah,
fuck it.
I got it
let's talk about
really
Alien.
cheap. I got it for like £6-7 on sale or something like that, and I have 2 minutes. A solid
same.
2 minutes.
Well, let me tell you, the first 2 hours are really good.
Really?
They scared me so much I don't want to play it anymore.
That's why you stopped, yeah.
Yeah, no, like I haven't even seen the Alien.
Yeah, nice.
Like,
dude.
like Alien's my favorite film, like one of my favorite films.
Yeah,
And like, I can watch Alien. I can't play a game where the alien's trying to kill me. It just freaks me out so much.
freaks you out, yeah.
And like, if this game can freak me out before the alien even fucking turns up, and
Then
it's just,
yeah.
yeah, like it's just me going through an empty ship and hearing scary noises. I'm like, I know what's coming. Fuck this. I'm done. I'm super done.
Yeah, you
Like,
just got the anticipation.
I
building.
think I'm not sure because like I've heard other people talk about it, and I think I have actually passed the bit where the alien first turns up.
Yeah.
It's just I was so scared that like I hid under a desk for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So I think it left.
I love
And
how like your 2 hours, like 30 minutes of that are just you hiding
just
under
me
a desk.
under a desk.
Yeah. I love
It's
the
just-
thought of it.
It's a really scary game.
Yeah,
But like I'm okay with not playing it anymore because I'm like I know it's really good because it freaked me the fuck out.
yeah.
Like it's doing its job.
Yeah.
I'm alright leaving it.
Yeah.
But
I'll leave that for later.
you should play it and tell me if it's any good.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I will play it at some point. It's just like I've not been
Mm-hmm.
hitting those games up recently. That's
Yeah,
why it's
and,
on
like,
my stream pile.
yeah. I also feel bad about it because like it looks fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
like
it's really nice.
clearly a lot of hard work went into it, and like
Yeah.
I'm just ignoring like 90% of it.
Yeah, I think that's fine though. I'm gonna mention one that
Yeah.
I've got because BioShock Infinite, man, a lot of people praise that game so hard. I've got 4 hours, so I can't remember how far I got exactly.
4 hours is like
I got to the bit where you go to like the quote unquote slave area or something. I think they call it.
Oh right, so like yeah, like the workers area.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I got there.
You're like just at the point where that game starts to become A, fucking mental,
Yeah.
and B, like really problematic.
Yeah. I didn't really enjoy the combat. I think that's what put me off. It felt way too. The powers felt like a really afterthought kind of thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
they felt really watered down compared to the other games.
yeah, and like I don't know, the shooting just got kind of boring, and the whole like jumping up on the like rail
Like the
thing.
rails thing, too.
Yeah.
Oh, I always loved that.
I know. I thought that was cool, but I just felt like they relied too much on it. Like, oh,
I
look
get
at this
what you
cool
mean.
thing we have. It's like, oh yeah, I've been
I
doing
get what
that
you
for
mean.
4 hours now, sort of thing.
I would say it's definitely worth sticking with.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
like if you're at the point I think you're at,
Yeah.
like, that's when the game starts getting into like properly fucking like, pardon my language, but like fucking mental, just
Like
fucking
psychological
mental.
stuff. I also know the ending
Yeah.
now, so that's a rip.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, that's a rip.
I'd say like the way that like the final like 2 hours of that game shows you all of this like crazy metaphysics, quasi-religious revolution stuff. Is,
Yeah.
like absolutely amazing.
Mm.
But like yeah, I'm ashamed. I'm not angry, Joe. I'm just disappointed. That's a very good game. You should finish.
Yeah, I knew a lot of people will be disappointed about that one. I think.
Boo.
Right, it's okay. It's okay. What's your next one?
My next one is boo. Play Infinite.
Play Infinite.
Play Infinite. And my next shame one, I think, is gonna have to go to either The Darkness 2 or Dishonored 2. I'm not sure.
Okay. Uh,
Like,
Darkness 2. I think I've heard of that. Obviously, I know Dishonored 2.
yeah, I think overall, I'm gonna say Dishonored 2
Yeah.
because that's like more recent. People love it more, but everyone should play The Darkness because it's actually like an amazing game.
Is that the one with like the purple art cover or whatever? And it's got like
so.
the demonic looking 2
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Roman numerals.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Yeah, you like get possessed by a demon
Yeah.
that like basically wants to devour souls, and the whole game is you being like, I fucking hate having a demon in me. Don't do this. And then it's all about people who like want to get you to release the demon so they can like harvest it. And it's like just like a super slick, fucking awesome action game. It
That's
just
cool.
It just controls like shit on the PC. It's like a
not so cool, but yeah,
not cool at all. Like, yeah, if you're gonna play it on a console because it's.
Can
it's
you not
actually,
just slap a controller in like a beast?
I've only got a Steam controller.
Oh, that's not what you want. That's
and it's not.
That's a pile of shame right there in itself. Like
it cost me like £10 with XCOM 2.
Oh, okay, that's not bad then. Yeah,
it's okay. The Steam controller is great as long as you never have to look at anything with it.
Oh,
the right analog triggers. I mean, the right analog stick is not a stick; it's like a touchpad, and it's like so jumpy and sensitive. Fine for racing games and whatever, but like, fuck.
I mean,
never.
They wanted it for like FPS, didn't they? They wanted to try and make like a mouse on a.
Yeah, it just doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
It's so bad. It's
Roger
so
that.
bad. But
£40, man. Crazy.
Yeah, you can get it on sale for like £5 now.
Oh, fair enough then. Yeah.
But you should still just get an Xbox controller.
Yeah, sounds good.
But yeah, Dishonored 2 is my shame. I've like basically played the tutorial, and like I loved the first game.
Yeah.
But, like, I never finished the first game, and all I've done this year is hear people talk about how amazing Dishonored 2 is.
Oh, you never finished Dishonored 1? Oh, we've got to talk about this. This is important.
Okay.
I love Dishonored 1. I've played through that game about 4 times. Different styles. Yeah, I love that game. I loved. I don't know, even like I don't know. It was just so smooth. It was like really refined game.
Oh yeah, totally.
You could play it in different ways. When I say I've played through it like 4 times, I've played through it 3 times fully, and then the 4th time I've like sort of just jumped around the missions because like you can just replay missions. And man, I just loved everything about that game. I don't really know how to describe like the things in particular. It was just enjoyable. I felt
definitely
in control of everything my character did. I think that was a really good thing about it.
See, that's actually the reason I didn't continue with Dishonored 2, is I actually like didn't feel like I was in control of what my character did. And I felt like I wasn't as aware of how the systems worked.
Okay.
Like it was either that they were like a bit more complicated or like everything was a bit more floaty. That makes sense?
Yeah, I get you.
It's like in Dishonored 1, if I was hidden, like I knew I was hidden and the enemy wouldn't spot me. Like it's a stealth game, that's super important.
Yeah.
And in Dishonored 2, the number of times like I was like, I'm safe here, and then I'd suddenly get shot from nowhere. And it's a shame because like those games are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like the art style is absolutely amazing. They're super well made, and like you've said, like you've played it through like 3 different times, completely different ways.
Yeah.
Like the replayability on them is amazing. Yeah, I've just like keep looking at Dishonored 2 and just like it just didn't click.
I didn't pick it up because 1, my PC wouldn't have done it justice, and 2, I don't know, like the launch was really rocky. I'm sure everyone pretty knows that.
Yeah, and like I picked it up after, like,
after
6 months after,
yeah,
and it was still just like it just wouldn't fucking run.
Yeah,
that's part of the problem as well.
That sucks.
That's something we should both go back to.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like we both loved the first one.
Yeah. Man, you need to. I really liked the ending in the first one. I liked how, I mean, like how like all your choices affect the ending and stuff, right? Like moral choices.
I know that they affect it. I haven't looked into it too much. Like I haven't got to the point where everybody betrays you, but like I can pretty fucking tell that everyone's going to betray you at some point.
It's quite obvious.
Hello, I'm the barman. I'm here on your side. Don't worry.
Yeah, I played through it very fast, so I didn't really think about it. So it did catch me off guard because I was so like involved with like the main story that I was kind of blinded by.
See, I'm a sucker for going like talking to side characters.
Yeah.
especially if I have like a home base. So
Yeah.
I'll always go and talk to them and be like, "Oh, that's weird. That guy was whispering to somebody, saw me, and then shut the door very quickly.
Yeah,
He's up,
yeah,
bet he's up to something.
yeah.
Oh, that's weird. This guy was like sending a letter I wasn't supposed to read somewhere else. That's not suspicious.
Yeah. Oh man.
This guy was dumping a body over into the river. That seems odd.
Well, I
What's he
mean, like
doing?
maybe he's just washing the guy's clothes for him. I don't know.
Get in the river bath now.
It's time to bathe. Like you
the
stink.
ri-
Get in
You
there.
stink. Get in the river full of fish that eat human bodies.
Yeah.
You'll like it in there.
Oh, it's just a pedicure for your feet. I swear.
Just a pedicure for your feet. Are you
Yeah.
kidding? Joe, are you killing? No, I'm giving him a pedicure. I'm not.
Yeah, the fish.
no.
They bite.
The
They
fish
bite the
just-
dead skin. That's all
Just
they do.
biting the dead skin. They're not eating. They're gnawing his fucking foot off. No, trust me. It's really good. It's really good for him.
Man, that's great. Yeah, let's just do a couple more. Like, so just find your biggies.
Ooh,
Do like 2 or 3 more.
let me.
Yeah, just have a wee look through.
While I'm scooting down this list, do you have anything?
Yeah, I do. The one I wanted to talk about was Fallout New Vegas. I know this is going to be a big
Joe.
one for you. I know.
Yeah.
I know. Okay.
I hate.
Okay.
You.
So I'm big about animations in games. It's huge to me. It's very important. It's like the graphics could be way below par as long as the animations are like smooth and everything basically just not clunky.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with it. But Fallout New Vegas, as many people know, was made on, old ass engine, had a very short time period to be made, and although it's a great game, and I respect that, I just can't play it. The animations put me off so much, and
Yeah.
that's unfortunate because I'd really like it. I'm sure. I really
Yeah.
like the story and stuff in Fallout, and I know quite a lot about the universe and everything like that.
Yeah. It's clunky as fuck.
Yeah, it's just the
Like,
unfortunate
It's super
truth.
clunky, and like all the characters are like completely emotionless when they talk to you.
Yeah,
They've all got dead eyes.
it's the same with Oblivion for me. I just never.
Very Oblivion like.
Yeah, I didn't. I
very
wanted to love Oblivion because I love Elder Scrolls, like the universe, so much. But yeah, playing it, I was like, dude, this is making me like pretty upset. Just like I don't know, I remember going third person for the first time on Oblivion, and I mean like all you do is like run.
Yeah,
If you put your analog
it looks
stick
so bad.
up to the right or up to the left or vice versa, man, it is not a pretty sight. It just like kills my immersion instantly.
It's the jumping
Yeah,
that gets me, where you just like suddenly levitate for a minute and then fall down again.
yeah, I just can't. Like obviously, like most people play it in first person, and I do as well. But like obviously, not all the first person animations are great either. So it just I don't know.
No,
That's what
what,
puts me off.
what you do is you play the whole thing in first person until you get a really sick set of armor.
Yeah,
Then you put it in third person for like 30 minutes.
yeah,
Or you put it in third person, like run up to somebody and go, "Rawr, look at this
at
cool
me."
jacket. Look at this cool coat I got from a dead mage. Rawr."
yeah. And then he's just like, move it, beggar, or something, and you're like, what the fuck, dude? Like.
I killed the most dangerous wizard in the whole realm to get this. Don't you want to look at it? There's no cheese in the market. Farmers. Did you hear about the goblin infestation on Miriam's farm?
This is why I really want them to take their time on the new Elder Scrolls game, and I think they will.
Yeah.
They said they want to focus on like the characters, so like that's a big one. That's a biggie. 'Cause,
Yeah.
man,
You know
man.
what they need to do to fucking focus on characters for New Elder Scrolls?
What?
Take a second and read some of the dialogue in Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, I hope
It's
to
some
do.
of the best stuff in like a Fallout game.
Yeah, I've heard.
Out and out. Like
Sure.
I've got like where is my shame pile for Fallout? By the way, my shame pile for Fallout is fucking astronomical. Like Fallout 2 is my favorite game ever made.
Yeah.
I think like added up I have like close to 1,000 hours across that series.
Oh man, hell yeah.
Fallout New Vegas is on 140 hours for playing through it once.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean,
Like,
that's
yeah.
just value right there. Like, I mean, Bethesda have value in their games. That's not to be
Oh
doubted.
yeah, totally. Like it's not like a shocking number for what they do.
Yeah.
But like I know there's so many different ways I could play through that game and like have it change. Like the thing I'll say about Fallout New Vegas is like the first 5 hours of it just suck.
Okay.
And it's such a shame. It's such a shame.
I think it's like that with most games like that though, because they're so like they're not supposed to be on rails, but they put you on rails at the start usually, even if it's only for like a little bit.
Well,
just
that's the super cool thing about New Vegas is it's like introductory section.
Yeah.
It's like a mini version of the entire story.
Oh, okay.
Not in terms of like what the plot is, but in terms of how you interact with it.
Okay.
It's like its tutorial level is like a mini sandbox about a town that's going to get attacked by like bandits.
Yeah.
Almost like an old Western type thing. And you basically are just told, hey, this is going to happen. How do you want to deal with it? And you can like have a million different options of like, I'm going to go help the bandits. I'm going to like recruit different townsfolk. I'm going to get people from outside the town to come and help. I'm going to try and defend it myself. I'm going to get this person to help. I'm going to like equip armor to him, do this.
Yeah.
It's like the tutorial level is like, oh, by the way, this is a massive RPG where like you've got a million options at all times.
Yeah.
Go for it.
That's cool.
Like, yeah, it's super cool. And like, it does that and then it just doesn't present you with anything like that again for like 6-8 hours. And it's super difficult and like not pleasant.
Yeah.
And then like after those 8 hours are up, somebody says something to you, and then like a light bulb goes off in your head. like if you could have seen me playing this, it would have just been like an old cartoon and a bing
directly above your head.
Yeah, and I was suddenly going, oh my god, this game is amazing.
Yeah.
And like it just like goes from being like a solid like 6 out of 10 for me. And then that moment happens, and it's suddenly like 10 out of 10. What are the possibilities? Let's go.
Yeah, that's great.
And like, yeah, like the moment you realize like how much agency you have in the world, and you realize like how much you can like manipulate events and story.
Yeah,
like yeah, that game is like without a doubt one of the best RPGs I've ever played.
That's sick. See, I feel like I'm missing out, but I just can't get past it. Like, it's such a struggle.
I know
for
what
me.
you mean. Like, I love that game. I've tried going back to it, but it looks so bad.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you can get graphical mods, but none of the there's no animation stuff. Like I said, like the graphics aren't like the big part for me. It's the animations and like all
it
that
always
jazz.
looks super goofy.
Yeah.
Just like you're in moments that are meant to be massive and epic, and it's just like it's almost like little dolls are like flapping their arms around in this giant battle. It does detract from it.
Yeah.
And, like you'll see, like it has those moments where it tries to do like a super dramatic action scene.
Yeah.
And the animation's just not up for it.
Yeah.
And like there's just like pauses between everything happening, and it looks super jumpy and janky. But like, yeah, you should definitely play it for the story, dude, because like it's unlike anything else.
Yeah, I'll have to try. And get it off my shame pile
good.
for sure.
It's so good. If you like parables about the war in Iraq, fascism, capitalism, and anarchy, this one's up for you.
This one's for you. Yeah.
This one's for you.
Okay. Did you find your next shame pile installment?
My big shame. Yeah. Invisible Ink.
Invisible. Oh yeah, I know that game. I was quite interested in that for a while. Never got it, but
so what I can tell you from the 2 minutes I've played of it is it has a really, really, really slick opening cutscene.
Oh hell yeah!
That I want to be made into like just a full-on animated TV show.
TV show, yeah. That's cool.
And aside from that, all I can tell you is that it's a game that everyone I know who's played it continuously tells me is one of like the greatest turn-based games ever made.
Yeah.
It's like one of the best roguelikes ever made. It's one of the best stealth games ever made.
Yeah, I really like turn-based stealth stuff like that. It's really cool.
It's a game that always looks cool.
Yeah.
And like the number of stuff you can do in it sounds super cool. But like
it's just one of those, you've not picked it up. Yeah.
Not picked it up. And like I think my issue was that I think I got it around about the same time I got super into XCOM 2.
Yeah, and they're both turn-based and
both turn-based games, and like XCOM is way more dramatic.
Yeah.
It's like it got its hooks in me.
Yeah.
Because it's, you know, super dramatic and really tense. I mean, I'd look at Invisible Ink and be like, I know I would love this. I've always known I'd love this. but I could play XCOM and shoot aliens.
Yeah, no, yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. Which does suck, but it happens. Like a lot of the time, like games overshadow other games because they're very similar, and then you just get that timing where, you play one, or you get them both like around the same time, and you're just not you're gonna neglect one. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
My next one is Mortal Kombat X, so 10.
Okay, yeah.
And I played quite a lot of Mortal Kombat 9. And
That game was great.
It was the first. That was like the first fighter I properly played, which is crazy. I kind of just missed out on it, the fighting games and stuff. And I really enjoyed 9. Played it quite a lot, and I used to play with my friends. And I never played like online or anything. I was never up for that. I just like playing with my friends and like doing a bit of the story, I guess. But unfortunately, my friends got salty with me and stopped playing.
Did you beat him too many times?
I did. I think I beat them quite a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just, it's like that sort of thing. Like you've got to find someone that.
Fuck off! You're using a fucking combo. I don't know how to break it on.
Yeah, I'd always play Scorpion because I really liked him. And
oh really? I always played Smoke.
Yeah, I liked Smoke as well. I didn't play him as much. I think I played mainly Scorpion, and I don't even remember the other dude. I played quite a lot, but I really enjoyed that game. And my friend always played Reptile, and it was just
Reptile was cool.
Yeah,
I fucking loved Reptile.
Man, it was a really fun game. I really liked it. And then I got Mortal Kombat 10 for like dirt cheap, like £5 or something crazy like that.
Super good.
Yeah, because like when it first came out, it was like horribly received, and I got it back when G2A was more reputable or whatever. And I got it for like £4, £5, something ridiculous. And this was like
a super good deal.
A month after release or something ridiculous like that.
Wait, really?
Yeah, genuinely, because it got such bad feedback and stuff. Anyway, I was pretty excited.
Was this on PC?
Yeah, PC.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it was fine for me though. Like when I played it, when I got round to playing it, I played it for 3 hours. So not terrible, but not. I mean, like for what I paid, it's fine. But I'd like to play more. But I just had no one to play it with, and didn't properly get into the story. The story was quite crazy, which was alright for a little while. But I loved how it looked so nice, and it played really nice. I really liked it.
It's really. I mean, it sounds weird calling a game in which like the main elements of it are like literally ripping people in half and having guts fall everywhere. It's very pretty.
Yeah,
it's a really
so
pretty
nice. Game. It is really nice because obviously there's not much to actually like render and stuff.
Yeah, you can just focus on this little 2D plane and make everything look super amazing.
Oh, it's really nice. But I really enjoyed it, and I kind of wish that I'd played more. But like I said, like none of my friends really are into fighting games, and the ones that were, I played with them, and they just had enough. So I was like, rip.
No, like I always meant to get Mortal Kombat X because like Mortal Kombat 9 and the older ones were like one of the main games I would always play with my brothers.
Yeah.
It's like whenever my older brother would come up, we'd always play what, as we call it, Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Yeah, we'll play Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
For ages, and like I never bothered trying to like learn the game because like I knew I was never going to get good at it.
Yeah.
And, like you said, like ignore the online for fighting games.
Yeah.
Because that's just a fucking vicious circle of you losing all the time.
Yeah, unless you're really into it, obviously.
Unless you're super into it, in which case like that's all you do.
Yeah.
But no, I really need to get Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah, it's
out of interest.
It's good.
Out of interest, are you tempted to get the new Dragon Ball game?
I'm not. I'm not opposed to it. I've just never really like dabbled in that territory, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh no, like I kind of hate Dragon Ball Z.
But you think the game looks good?
I think it looks dope as hell.
Yeah.
Like you were talking about animation earlier. Like the animation for it is amazing.
That's
like,
cool.
It's like extraordinary what they've done with it. Like so it looks like a 2D animated cartoon. But they've managed to, I don't know how they've managed to do this, but they've managed to make like completely 3D characters and environments that always look like a 2D cartoon.
Okay.
Which like sounds weird, but it means that like when everything moves, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
In a way that like 2D animated stuff sometimes doesn't. It's like you don't have any of like the jerkiness or the jump of kind of the jumpiness of 2D animation. So
It's
like if a character turns around, you can tell that like it isn't just a new drawing of them; it's still the same drawing. It's just shifted perspective.
That is cool.
It's super cool.
You're enticing me already, Ralph.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
I and like it's an animated game where like everybody goes ah, and then throws fireballs at each other constantly and like blows up moons while they're fighting. Like it looks cool.
Nice.
I just hate Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of it, but again, I'm not like, I don't oppose Dragon Ball. I've just never really got around to it, and obviously it's such a long series, I kind of skipped it or whatever.
I read earlier that the shortened version of that series, is 190 episodes. That's just for
great.
season. That's just the first season.
Yeah.
Fucking.
It's a struggle, dude.
Get your shit together, anime.
It's a struggle. I mean, like, it did so well, so it makes sense, and it still does, I think, so, like...
Oh my god, they need me to make another 500 episodes.
I know, like, I feel bad for the people working on it. Like, I'm sure a lot of them have left at this point, like, I don't know.
I'm so sick of drawing fireballs.
Yeah. Anyway, that's cool. Yeah, I think we'll do one more shameful.
One more each, or just?
Nah, just you. I think I've done one more than you at this point.
Boy.
Literally anything from your library. Preferably a biggie that you're like, oh, that one.
Man. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple that I'm just like, fuck, I really should play this.
You've got to wipe the dust off of them and, like...
I know.
Give it a rinse, just so you can read the writing.
So, like, my gut tells me that Wasteland 2 is, like, my big regret.
Wasteland 2?
But my heart tells me... Wasteland 2 is, like, the spiritual follow-up to the original Fallout games.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so, like, that's what my gut tells me.
Mm-hmm.
But my heart tells me that my biggest regret is not playing Valiant Hearts.
Valiant Hearts? That rings a bell.
Yeah, it's the game Ubisoft published from a French... developer years ago, and it's like a really tragic.
Oh yeah, I recognize the art and stuff.
Yeah, the art's really distinctive, but it's set in World War One, and it's the perspective of like these different civilians and soldiers and animals who were around during World War One.
Yeah,
like I'm a bit of like a history enthusiast.
Okay, yeah.
World War One is my absolute favorite time period in the whole of human history to learn about.
That explains the Battlefield 1 hours.
It explains the Battlefield. Battlefield 1 is not a World War One game. Battlefield 1 is a bunch of steampunk bullshit.
Let's quote that for future.
Fucking wearing armor that can withstand a bomber. Fuck off. That's not real.
Yeah.
We're going to show you the horrors of war by having this fun arcade shooter.
Yeah, it's definitely not the historically accurate.
Fucking de Solse Corum Est EA.
Yeah, so...
Did any of you even read to all the dead officers before you made this? Huh?
Did you get the permission?
Have you ever heard of Passchendaele? But I hate that game.
Oh, that's great. That's really great.
It's so much fun though.
Yeah. Right, Valiant Hearts.
Valiant Hearts is the one because like it's meant to be an actual incredibly well told story that's really historically authentic about the whole of World War One.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it. I've got 1 minute in it. And I can tell you the 1 minute was when I clicked play, and then a sign came up that said, "Uplay has to update," and I just went,
Yeah. Oh man, updates really, really add to that shame pile. Like when you see an update, it just puts you off, doesn't it? Man, that's happened to me a couple of times.
It was a lot worse when I lived in the middle of the countryside.
Yeah.
With like a 2 megabit download speed.
Oh yeah. That's
like I think a simple Steam update would take me like an hour.
Oh, that's a feels bad, boys.
Yeah, like here's a shame pile, and this isn't directed at a video game. This is directed at bloody the state of our internet.
Yeah.
Doom, the amazing Doom, Have you played Doom?
Yeah, I've played a bit of the multiplayer, which is weird. I've not played the single player. I played it when it was free.
You not played the single player? Oh
No.
my god. Joe.
Yeah.
Add that to your shame pile.
I mean, it's not... I don't even own it. I played it on free weekend or whatever.
Have it as like Joe's shame pile as presented by the single player of Doom 2016.
It's weird. I'm not like on the bandwagon of shooting big demons, really. I don't know why.
Yeah, but what if you were shooting big demons with like the fucking crunchiest heavy metal playing in like a post-industrial landscape?
Yeah, I don't know why. It doesn't really ring my bells, you know?
Like, here's the thing.
It's weird.
Before playing Doom,
yeah,
I hated heavy metal.
Yeah.
I didn't like industrial kind of look. I just had no interest in playing first-person shooters.
Yeah, but then you played it.
The single player of this game has converted me to every single one of those things.
That's cool. Okay.
It's a game that like literally the first 2 minutes of it have a screen that your character looks at.
Yeah.
That's a computer monitor, and it just has in giant letters, "Demonic Invasion in Progress."
Oh, cool.
And you just like punch the screen to get rid of it.
Okay, I'll add it to my shame pile. It doesn't even
so
exist.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, it's a game that knows how utterly stupid it is.
Yeah, it
and
just embraces
just says
it.
like, "Let's go." It's
That's
and it's
cool.
gorgeous and it runs super well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like my shame pile thing with Doom.
Hmm.
Is so I played through and finished the single player once, never touched online, never touched anything else.
Yeah.
That took me 12 hours.
Yeah.
The time it took me to download Doom and the updates for Doom was around about 90 hours.
Oh my god, dude.
Because I remember looking at the download time and just being like, I know this is gonna hurt, but I really want to play this.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks. That's so
It
bad.
sucks so much.
Yeah.
Like, almost like 9 times the amount of time I've waited for this game to download.
Yeah.
When I didn't play it.
That's dedication right there. Imagine if you did all that just to put it on your shame pile. That would have been a sad story. Oh my god.
Well, let me tell you about Far Cry 4.
Oh man. Anyway, I think this has been a good wee Mini-Munch. I've enjoyed this. I think this was a good. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't really have too much of a topic. Obviously, we just wanted to talk about our shame piles, but obviously we went a bit off topic at some parts. But that's okay.
Yeah,
Enjoyed it.
That's fine.
I hope you guys did too. It's been me and Ralph, minus Aaron.
Oh.
That's why we've been mini-munching. It's going to be...
Mini-Munch.
I don't know how often these are going to be. Hopefully not too often, because we like to have the whole trio. But yeah, Aaron was busy this week, so we thought we'd chuck this one out there. And yeah.
Oh, and hey, why don't you get in touch somehow and tell us what your shame pile is?
Yeah, down in the comments, or you can tweet at our Twitter account, which we actually have, which is crazy. And yeah, let us know about your shame piles and stuff like that, and your stories, because they're always fun to read. And any suggestions you have. We our episode next week is going to be focused on television, which is going to be fun. We're going to be talking about shows we've been watching and all that good stuff. No spoilers, because spoilers suck. Even though we just did a podcast with spoilers in it, but
lots of spoilers.
But that's besides the point.
Say, Joe, we kind of ruined several games.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Man, you need to play BioShock Infinite, so you get to the bit where your future self drowns you.
God damn it! Right. Anyway, yeah, this has been Mini-Munch. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been Joe.
I've been Ralph.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Au revoir.
Bye bye.